Hello, ICS folks. Um, you're working away on your SDLC big projects, Pong, and soon, today or in the next couple of days, you're going to finish your program and then think about finishing it off. And remember, the last two phases are testing, documentation, and then finally maintenance. Now, maintenance, hopefully, we won't have much maintenance to do because um, well, we're finishing the program and it's not like we're actually delivering it to the customers. But there are some things I want to mention about the testing and documentation. First of all, you've had practice filling out the white box user testing and black box user testing. It's a little bit strange because you'll be all doing the same program, so it's not really won't really be black box testing because you'll be familiar with not your classmates' code, but you'll be familiar with your own code, and the code will be fairly similar, I imagine. The thing I want to mention is C and D, which is new here. Um, you're asked to create a user manual, readme.txt file, and/or online help screens for your game, and then create a package for your program if you'd think it would come on a CD-ROM or an App Store icon. So we talked about the README file. You've had practice doing that. User manual would be very similar in this, but the idea is some sort of external documentation that helps a person get your program going, right? That's what C is all about, and that's part of the it says that part of the testing and documentation phase. D probably it says create either a package for your program or an app store icon, and I want to mention what those things are. So this would be the App Store blurb where there's some sort of picture and then some sort of description for your game. And this would be some sort of poster that we're going to pretend would go up on the App Store if your game was an app. Or you could put together a CD-ROM package, right, with a CD screen and then an insert that tells the user how to get their game going. Your readme.txt file would actually be this sort of thing, and then you get to do a little bit of graphic design. So this program would be in Paint or in Smart Notebook, or even better is in Word processing documents, WordPerfect or OpenOffice, that they have CD-ROM things that you can templates that you can actually use that would print off this sort of thing. And you don't have to print it off, but you do have to design it. If this sort of thing, when you get to it, if this D is really interesting to you, it says that it's part of the testing documentation phase, but really what that would be in a big company, it would be part of the implementation phase. While the coders, who are you, are doing the coding, there would be part of another part of the business is the delivery of the product and the selling of the product itself. And I wanted to mention that there are other courses at Northwestern that sort of go along like this with this, if this sort of thing is very interesting to you. In grade 11, there are two main courses that go with this sort of thing. Entrepreneurship is BDI 3C, and in entrepreneurship, this is the idea of opening and running your own small business. So some sort of project or what they call a venture into business yourself. Uh, the second course, marketing, is this idea of how do you get people in a big company or a small company? How do you get them to buy your product? How do you get it to the people to purchase? So if this sort of thing, even though that's not the focus of our course, if it's interesting to you, you should consider signing up for one of these other business courses, okay? And I know if you've already signed up for your grade 11 courses, well, keep those in mind as electives for your grade 12 year. And you certainly could take those courses in grade 12, even if you're in grade 11. All right, that's all I had to say. Have fun finishing off your Pong project.